Hello, hello. How is everyone doing today? Okay, we're back with the Crunchyroll thing popping up in my chat. Okay, whatever. So, um, I've had some time to calm down since my last Minecraft stream. The villagers are still annoying, and I still don't know what I'm gonna do about this armor stand. But, I've decided to step away from all of that and build something brand new on the edge of town. I know, another new project in the Minecraft city. When will I stop doing that? Um, so yeah, today we're building the hospital, which I'm not entirely sure how it's gonna go. I'm starting with the entrance and then sort of just you know, winging it. Yeah, no. I am not sure.
I have a quick question for you.
Mm.
Have you actually ever seen like the actual inside of hospital? Not like just the waiting room, but like
Yes, I've seen the inside of hospitals. I'm pretty sure everyone has.
okay.
And if anyone hasn't, I'll be surprised. Because they're very lucky. Um, right. So it's probably gonna be majority quartz. Um, that's like the only white block that other than pale oak. Unless I'm mistaken. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there's like birch, there's pale oak, and then there's quartz. That's the only white blocks in the game. Technically, there's iron, but it's more of a grey. Oh, white wool, obviously, and the concrete. Oh, concrete. We'll test it. We'll try concrete. We'll try quartz. Quartz is actually just my go-to. But yeah, stuff like pale oak and wool doesn't work. It's got too much texture on it. Let's see. Those are the two. Quartz just has more of that white feel to it. This just looks a little grayish. I don't know. Yeah, quartz it is, as usual. I mean, it kind of fit with the museum over there. That's also quartz. And honestly, this place does have a lot of gray and a lot of brick and a lot of brown. Not very fun and colorful colors. But this is going to actually have proper, you know, color to it. Hopefully. At least it'll have a, giant hospital symbol on it. Oh, I might add a helipad as well. Hospitals usually sometimes have helipads. Um, oh, that would be fun to build. Oh, I've got to build a helipad now. Ooh, yep. Okay. Ideas are forming, but we have to start with the entrance. Because I'm gonna build the entrance and then I'm gonna build out from there, so I can build all the rooms. By real world standards, it's going to be a very small hospital. Um, let's see. Ooh, and if I have the corridors be 4 blocks wide, I can do a thing that I've seen. So there's this one image of like a children's hospital, and for any of you who haven't seen it, it is deeply ironic, right? But let's just say we've got the floor, right?
I know what he's gonna do.
And like we got the floor, whatever. And then it's got like this red trail that just looks like blood just going down the corridor. And I'm gonna do that because I think that's ironic and funny. I know it's supposed to be paint, but everyone knows what it looks like. Um, so I need to think how I'm gonna build this. So obviously we got the main entrance. I'm gonna have like some double doors, I think. So we'll do 3, and then we'll do double doors. So we got 1, 2, 3, and then double doors. Um, so we'll do it like this. Because hospitals are big, they need like doors, Ooh, I'm gonna need a parking place for the ambulances. What I could do is somewhere along this road, this side, because that side I think is gonna have some other things. But somewhere along the road this side, I could turn the road inwards maybe under a little shelter area of the hospital. That could be cool. And then have it so that the ambulances drive in there and there's a little parking space around back maybe. Okay, I'm coming up with ideas. It's good. It's good. For the floor, I feel like adding more quartz would be too much white. Oh, not granite. Andesite. Maybe no, because I want this lighter. Concrete. Light gray concrete. Ugh. See, it's not light. It's like gray. Gray. I never know which spelling of gray this game uses. Partially because I don't remember which is American, which is English, and honestly, wait, this game is like Swedish, isn't it? I don't even know. I don't even know who spells gray in what way. Ooh, gray concrete powder, but no, then I can't use it for upper floors. What about, hear me out here. Okay, I kind of want the default texture if I'm going to use diorite, but I want diorite. But, annoyingly, you know what? Let's switch it up. Let's build it out of diorite and then have a quartz floor. That's actually genius. The walls don't have to be quartz. Diorite is quite a white stone, and so that makes a bit more sense for the outside of a building. Right? And then we have the quartz floor. Right? Like that. That works. And it still gives that very bright white feel. Ugh, although, no, yeah. I kind of want the inside walls, but because there's no wallpaper in Minecraft, annoyingly, still. And I kind of don't want the stone texture on the inside. But again, I would have the regular diorite, like, you know, the polished diorite default texture. I would kind of have that as like the floor if I could. But instead we're gonna do it this way, I think. I can make it work. I can make it work. So we're gonna need a decently sized room, and then let's see. If I'm imagining the sides going on into corridors. If the corridors are going to be 4 blocks wide, right? Let's just picture this. 4 blocks wide. And then this is going to be, well, I know this is stone, but we're going to do it like this somewhat. Right, let's say that's the walls. How far are we going to extend this wall? Maybe another 4 blocks each side? Ooh. No, it's going to have to be wider than that. Maybe 5 blocks each side. Like that. Because I'm just thinking, I'm going to have to fit rooms. But the main room only has to go up to here. Theoretically. Well, actually, here. So it'll probably go to, like, there. And then the rooms can extend out backwards a bit. And then that leaves room for the little staff room, I guess. But it'll be more than 5 blocks each side, so... We actually can't start with the main room. We need to start with how the rooms are gonna look. If I go over here, just build a little default room. How big do we want these rooms? It might be small rooms. Okay, I thought that was a dead block then. Right. Just trying to picture this, and then we'll use this as like our base point so we can build the rest of the hotel. So let's see, we walk in, We can have like a bed, a window. And we can fit a bunch of these in. We could add a curtain. Right, so let's get a bed. Go these like these light blue ones. And then iron bars and light blue banners. Just build this up. This is gonna go across here. And then probably like around here. Maybe not that much. Do it like that, maybe. No, that doesn't work. But this is kind of floating too much. So, can we just... No, we cannot. Or can we? It made a wooden destruction sounds, but it seems to work. So if we did this, do this, they stay. Huh? I'm sure they're supposed to break. But then we could do that, you know? We could actually, theoretically, do it here. I don't know if this is meant to happen or not, but, you know, it works. Maybe that's a little too close. Ooh, this is definitely going to work, though, for when we have, like, a bigger section rather than small rooms, which we can still do. Hmm. We move it 1 block away and make it 1 block out. Whoops. Ugh. It's just a bit small, isn't it? So we'll do it here. I'm trying to fine tune this so we don't have to fiddle with it later after we've already built all of them. So yeah, that adds a nice curtain. And then, you know, you can come around here. There'll be a big window here, so get some glass. Like this. Is that window too big? Maybe a little. Maybe that would be good. No, maybe like this. Have it a bit taller. Again, this is just for me to reference later. It does look a bit grim in here, doesn't it? So decorations would be something like quartz, but not smooth stairs. Yeah, I can't do that unless I do it like 3, isn't it? That kind of works. That works, I think. Although, is there any other thing I could use? There's nothing blue or anything. I guess I could do purple, maybe? Nah, that's a bit much. Maybe we just stick with the quartz, but we keep it unsmooth. Like that. I think that works. And then there'll be some more tables over here. Yeah, these are all like doctor tables and stuff. You know? You know how like doctors' tables and stuff are. And then cauldron with water. This kind of works. It's a nice little hotel, not hotel. Look, I mean, it's some kind of hotel. A nice little hospital room. It's got that white, clean aesthetic, apart from the walls, but the walls are a bit much. But we could replace inner walls with more quartz. I'm trying to get that sterile, is that the word? Really clean feel you get from a doctor's that is just like, yeah, this place is too clean. Oh, whoopsie. Wait, that's correct. Hello. How are you? Right, this wall would stay as that. This wall would become quartz. How am I doing today? I'm doing alright. How about you? Alright, let's see. Does this give the feel? It gives a bit of a better feel. What is it? Camilla Evans, thanks for the follow. Right. Does that work, or do I want something else? Was it good? Good. I could try wool. I feel like wool might not work as well as I hope. Nah, wool looks a bit more like too much like wool or static. Where am I from? I'm English. Most people can tell from the accent, but you know. It really depends on how many people understand what an English accent sounds like. Probably fair for you, to be fair. Right, that's a bit better. It's just got the one wall that's stone. Gets a bit more of that sterile. I think it's sterile. Yeah, sterile field is like the term. So yeah, sterile field. I like this. This works. Feels very pristine and white. Very much like hospital stuff, you know? Like you're laying here in the bed. Obviously there'll be lights rather than sunlight. But then I can use this now as a reference point. So this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks. So it's 7 by 8. It's a pretty good size, I think. And yeah, those windows will be scattered across occasionally, which is nice. So yeah, now I should be able to use this. So that's going to be 8, and then 4, and then 8. So that is 20. So it's got to be 20 blocks long, counting this wall. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So that's gonna be this is gonna be the length, but the actual lobby doesn't need to stay this length. I can make it shorter if I want, which I probably will. But let's just build it out for now so that I can get the rest of it in place. Just for this little bit. And then I'll thicken it out to be the size of a waiting room for this main area. Yeah, I'm probably going to cut it off like here or so. I have to have it like at least 13 blocks out. Yeah, we'll count that in a minute. Once I thicken it out a bit. could go to maybe about here. Let's see. This is, if I did it to here, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, I think. Because it was 4 on this side, wasn't it? Yeah, 4. And that's 4. So 17 blocks wide. I think that works. Let's do that. Let's use this as a reference point. And then we fill this in bit with stone. Fill this with diorite. Okay. This looks about the width of what I want the lobby to be. Feels long on each side, which is good, but not too long. So, this is where it starts. And then we do the same over here. Wait, no. That's what I was meant to do, yes. And now this has to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I might do it 14 just to be good. And then we cut that off here. This is probably going to be some kind of staff room. So do that. And then we copy it this side. Like that. Alright. Might be hard to tell what I'm doing, but I know what I'm doing, so it's fine. Whew. Okay. Yeah, this will be a staff room back here. We're gonna keep this block here just so I know what I'm doing. I'm gonna put this across here as well, so we know. And then if I do this, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this one, this one, this one, and this one, that'll be the corridor. Okay. I might use Anderson. No, I might use diorite to like section off things like this, maybe. No, what we'll use is we'll use non-smooth quartz to create this like line. And then we do the same the other side. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, wait. Yeah, that's smooth quartz. That's always the worry, is that you're gonna, you know, use quartz instead of smooth quartz, and then you realize and you have to undo all of it. Even this might be a bit big, but I kind of need to do it that way. I'll turn these corners into like waiting areas. Maybe add something in the meantime, because it's just wide. But I need it to be that wide because that's how big the rooms are gonna be. But I kind of want these corridors to be in the middle, but I might not be able to do that. So I'll have to think what I'm doing. Yeah. I'm also not sure where I'm gonna do stairs. I'm gonna have to do those in like a separate little chunk. Jeez, this is just blinding. Slash time add 1000. And again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again. Now it's less blinding. It's a bit more sunsetty. Now I can see what I'm doing. And it's not just pure white. So, we're going to have our first set of rooms on the ground floor, obviously. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I counted wrong, didn't I? Wait, hold up. I done this slightly wrong. This is meant to be like this. Because I counted from the wrong place before. That's fine. So it makes these a bit more central, which is good. Just not as central as I'd hoped. Yeah. The only way to get those central is if I made it the full length that it can be. But then I feel like that's just way too much space for a lobby. Yeah, it just wouldn't work how I'd want it to. But I can make this work. I've made worse work before. And then that goes like that. And then smooth quartz. Once I've built the first room, I can then get rid of my little mock-up room. Then we build this to here like that. I'm gonna also do red concrete. We'll make this go to the end. Like this. There we go. Just like the hospital. And then this is going 3 and then 3. This will also help me get the height of the hospital as well. And then for doors. What doors? Pale oak looks too old. I guess, are we gonna have to do birch again? Oh, I don't want to do birch. We could do dark oak. It's always dark oak or birch. They just look the best. You know? Not even in this case. Door. I could try cherry, but it doesn't fit the vibe though. Also, I want to know what mod is causing this because I realized that that might be the reason why the banners are staying, because technically the bottom of the banner is being destroyed, but the top is not. That's concerning because I don't want that to do that. I think it may have been one of the mods I uninstalled, but I didn't come in this world with that mod on. That's very concerning. Let me double check what mods I have on. Bear with me. Minecraft mods. Yeah, none of these should be affecting doors, so I don't know what the fuck's happening. None of this should be affecting doors and banners. So we either go with this, or we go with... I'm curious. No, I can't. Just to see. No, that looks too cottagey. Well, birch it is, once again. We'll have it open. Wait, if I get a glass block. Maybe do that so people can see into the rooms. Make sure everything's okay. That could be a good idea. Yeah, I like that idea. It has to be a block because it's near a door. Okay, now we start adding the detail. Ugh, this is going to be so annoying to switch between so many things. Light blue, because we need the banners. We need the bed. Let's just see. Worst case scenario, we can put the banners on the floor. Maybe. But then we have a stick, and I don't like that. But it works. What I'm going to do is this. Just so that, like, all it really does is add a stick. And moves it to a different area. It's not the worst thing in the world. It isn't good, though. But because the bottom of things don't initially destroy the tops of things, it's an issue. An issue that I don't want. Quartz stairs. We did one here, if I remember correctly. We did one here, and then here. And then we have a cauldron that I can't spell. Water. Oh, yeah, and then this. And there we go. That's one hospital room. Nice. Yeah. And then that's gonna be going all the way up. What I might do is make this somewhat like a square donut shape. Because then I can sort of make the inner part, since it doesn't have windows, I can make it more of like a large ward where like a bunch of people are in, you know, and they have like the big curtains between them. Like that kind of thing.
Like a ward.
Yeah, that's what I just said. And then, because they don't have windows that side, if I do it donut shaped. That could work, actually. Although it does kind of stop the whole doors on both sides kind of thing. But maybe that will work. Have it more of like, so there's a few archways across. I don't know. I'll figure it out as I go. You know what, let's get a structure block up in here. Just because then I can copy paste it. Save. Hospital room. Not room. Room. There we go. Relative position. That's a 0. This is negative Z. So -1 there. Structure size. We know this. This is 7. This is 8. And that's 4. Oh. I hate when it does that. Okay, relative position -8. And now it's gone. Why?
Is it not working for you either?
It is not working. I wish you could rotate the... Wait, maybe it is working? No, it's not. There's a lighting issue. No, wait, it is working. It's just because I'm using white blocks. Yes, you can see it's working. Okay, there's green on my diorite. Now if I save, I should theoretically now be able to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 0. Do this as 1 hospital room. Yes, that's correct. I realize I should have saved it with the floor. That was my mistake. But it's fine. And because of that, the door is busted, which sucks. It's fine. I can make this work. If I copied this with the floor intact, then it wouldn't work for the upper floors. Maybe I will rewrite it with the floor though, for now. Let's do this -1. We do this 5. And now it should encompass that as well. Yes, let's resave that. Very good, very good. And now 1. No, wait, we actually just do that here. And then this is 0. This is 1. And this should be hospital room. There we go. Now if we... I'm going to leave that there just in case. And then I need... Wait. Yeah, that's correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here we go. Here we go. Now we're getting a copy-pastable room. Wait a second. Oh, because of the floor missing. So the banners didn't stay. Makes sense. Okay. Okay, because I want the doors facing opposite directions, I do kind of have to do that bit manually. And then, nope, that's a structure block. See, structure blocks can be very useful. They can speed up build times. But I now need to decide, how wide am I having this? How many rooms? Because I want it to be big. Oh, I can also go destroy this. Let's get rid of this out the way so I can see my building. Get rid of the damn glass. Whew. Okay. Lots of clicking involved with this. We're getting somewhere. I don't know what I'm doing with the lobby area right now, but we're gonna keep it there. I think we go out at least one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then this one we just put here. Look at that, like magic. I'm gonna hate doing this door thing every fucking time. You know what? If I just remove the door, right? If I destroy the top of it, that works. Save it again. Never mind. It didn't work. Save it again. And then I can add the door myself manually. Oh, but I'm gonna need to save it at the top as well. Right. I'm gonna do that for the next floor. Actually, it doesn't really matter. Because the stone will be going... No, the stone will be going here, won't it? No, it'll be going here. This will be like this. Which actually gives a really good height for the ceiling. I actually really like that height. So I'm gonna do this. Oh, you're gonna be able to see the pattern in the floor. Unless I do it out of wool. If I do it out of carpet, that makes things so much better. Right. Do I have it? Yes, I do. Also, give it a bit of depth as well. Ugh, this is gonna be annoying, isn't it? Just because I want to keep the same pattern. There we go. And then I can do this on the top floor as well. We'll keep it a different pattern. You know what? What if we invert it? No, that would just be annoying to keep up with. There we go. Keep it random each floor. That will do good. This would be a block of quartz like that. All right. This is going well. Because then, theoretically, I can put this here. No, wait. That could have been very bad. I gotta put this here. And then I can load. Ah, that's the issue. I have to now replace this with diorite. And the rest won't matter because it's... Yeah, so if I just quickly up... But... And then... Cancel. Oh, actually. Save. And then I can put the door in. Because this stone is going to get covered by other things. Right? So now... I should be able to bap. Bap. And it immediately builds a new room. Oh, I love this. So we'll build this to here. Get our carpet. And then we do the same up here. Like so. Like this. And then we can put this here. Load. And we are getting these rooms so much. We're getting so much room. Look at that. We're starting to get a hospital. And then we can do the same on this side. Load. Load. And then fill in this last slot. Look at how easy that is. Oh my goodness. Whew. Yeah, there's going to be a hospital. Don't know how many floors I'm going to do it. I think at least 4. Whoa. Hell yeah. Hell yeah with the whoa. Not entirely sure how I'm going to do the rest of the, not sure how I'm going to do the rest of the, my mind's farting. Like the edges of the building, though. I'm not sure how I'm doing that. Because there's going to be corners, and that's just, I'm going to have to build, like, custom rooms for those, and they're going to, like, have to be bigger. So I'm not sure what I'm doing there. But we'll figure it out. This one's got to be quartz here. Okay. And then we just got to place the carpet after that to be the paint. That's definitely not blood. Keep that to yourselves. There we go. I'm trying to throw in now a few 3 spurts because this makes it feel a bit more different, you know? I might actually do that here if I have a good place. Wait, no, that didn't do it. Wait, hold on. There. Throw in a 3 on each one. Just to make it feel a bit different. Because otherwise it feels a bit too checkerboard. So yeah. Oh. Now I'm not sure where to go with this. What do I do next? I didn't consider this far. I think we build upwards for now. Just do this for now, and then, you know, once we get a good height, we'll build the rest off of that. I'm really concerned I'm going to put one of these in the wrong place. See, we're getting a hospital. There's probably also going to be rooms going across here, so I should probably actually fill those in as well. Ooh, it might not fit in neatly, though. But I can put in a cupboard in the middle. Wait, let me just double check. Okay, yes, we can fit at least 2 of these in. So if we do this, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That needs to go there. Really hoping I'm right about this. And then that space there, since it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh my goodness, is one gonna fit perfectly there? It fits perfectly, guys. You cannot make this up. It fits absolutely perfect. Oh my god. I was worried it wouldn't, and so I was thinking... Okay, I don't trust that. I was thinking I was gonna have to make it into, like, a supply cupboard. But nope. We just keep building up and up and up. 1 more floor at least, I reckon. And then we got to go in and add all the doors. This is why I wanted to figure out structure blocks, because it makes building this easy when I'm building so much of the same thing. And now look at this. We have the beginnings of a hospital. And you can't tell me that's not cool. And then we're going to add some corner rooms to each end. And I think that's going to be where, on like this right side, that's going to be where I'm going to cut out the bottom floor for that. So the ambulances can go in. Yeah, this is actually really cool. I can get rid of that now. Then we can start expanding our operation. Because currently we just have sort of a wall of hospital rooms. And we need to turn this into a hospital. The hospital might end up being somewhat U-shaped. And I think that might work, honestly. Because then we can use that, like, gap at the back for, like... We can use it for anything, really. We can use it for a parking lot for the ambulances. We could use it for a ward on the upper floors, you know? That might be the case. It might be a parking lot on the bottom floor. And maybe have some garages going down. No, maybe not garages going down, but, you know, we'll have a parking lot on the bottom floor for the ambulances. And then above that, we'll have the... some wards. This is actually coming together quite nicely. I'm quite happy with it. I also still need to remember to add the doors. Right, let's go in. Oh, wait, actually, I've got one more to do. And then after this, we do the doors, and then we do the carpets. And all is good in the world. Right, let's start on this side. I hate whatever mod is doing this with my doors. Like, just let me open it in peace, please. We got doors. We haven't got doors here. I'm having them all open so there's easy access for the doctors and all that. Next floor. We do this. Okay. So now, we come around front. It's starting to look like a hospital, I reckon. Honestly, part of me really wants that middle section there to be where the ambulances drive through, but it would not be good. Because that's where the lobby is, you know? You gotta go in there to get seen. Right, I am gonna take a quick break from building this bit. Actually, no, wait, I'm not, because I need to do the carpet. After that, I want to do a break to figure out how I'm gonna do the damn helipad. Okay. I'm trying to make this somewhat random. I also don't want to go right to the edge because I feel like it just looks better going straight down the middle. You know, it's like, ooh, look, I meant to follow this. And I feel like it could get too confusing if I try building like that, you know? There we go. That's the carpet done for now. I do need to go add lighting in these at some point. Probably should have considered that when I started doing things, but... Okay, good. All of this is looking good. Good. Lanterns. No, it's not soul lanterns. Yeah, we get lanterns. We'll put them in the corners. Maybe one there as well. Yeah, we can just put them in the corners, I reckon. As much as I would like to add more light to this room, I feel like it's just not an easy task, you know? Unless I try sea lanterns. Again, this doesn't give much light. Ugh. Let me try a thing. This would be a really annoying thing if it looked good. But I just want to see. Okay, it kind of looks good though. Oh no. Oh my. Fucking why? Why does this have to look good? I don't like that. And then because also I've been planning on updating my shaders for a while. I don't know if I showed it off on stream yet, but there are shaders that will change the light to the actual color of the light. So the sea lantern's a bit more of a bluish white color, like a whitish blue color. Oh, I'm gonna have to go in every floor adding this, aren't I? No, because it looks good. Did I even add it in the right spot? I did. Oh, I fucking hate this. Because it just doesn't look good with just the sea lanterns. I have to add this, which is gonna take so long. But I've already used the structure blocks. So and I don't want to just go structure blocking everything again because then I have to remember which ones I've done, which ones I haven't. I hate this. I hate my life sometimes. A lot of the times, actually. Oh, we're gonna focus on this full left side first. I really wish I had come up with this sooner. Like, even just like 10 minutes sooner would have made a big difference. let's get this over with. We got so many of these to do. At least we're doing it now before the whole hospital's built. I guess that's a positive. Because it looks good now. It will look better when I get better shaders. So it is worth it in the end. I just hate that I give myself so much work in this game by just adding way too much detail. You know what, let's go shut the doors of every room I haven't done, and that way I'll know which ones I've done. Create a system early so that I can correct for it. I haven't put doors in the middle. I'll put doors in the middle. I've only done the bottom two of the side. Right, this is gonna have doors like this. Doors like this. Keep them closed for now. Right. Nope, these ones are still not closed. Yeah, just because this will make my life so much easier later. So I know which ones are done. Fuck. If anyone knows what mod it is that's causing doors to not fully break when I break them, please let me know. I have a feeling it might be iChuntil because I think that was also used in maybe the doors mod that I don't actually have installed, but I have it installed for another mod that needed it. I might honestly just remove the mods and just keep, but I'll keep using Forge because I don't want all my villagers to rotate again. And I don't want to fiddle around with the version of this too much because, you know, that can really mess things up and that will upset me. And, you know, I don't really need more upsetting right now. Enough stuff has happened. Oh, okay, yeah. This, the top floor we'll have to do last because we'll have to add an actual roof to this. And then I'll figure out the helipad once I've got the rest of the building built. So yeah, we'll start over here for now. This is probably gonna be the next half hour at least. I don't really know how to judge building times. I might do some testing in another world, figure out what mod is causing the door issue. Why did I close it behind me? I don't need to do that. Jeez, I have hiccups now. Yay. Hiccups, the worst thing that can happen other than tragedy, you know? Obviously, tragedies are terrible. But outside of tragedies, the worst thing to happen to someone, I think, is hiccups. Hiccups are definitely one of my most hated things. I feel like I should have probably kept the doors all the same direction, honestly. But it's a bit late now. See, with adding the doors to every room, that's not bad. All I've got to do is right-click twice. For this, I have to go around the entire room, adding slabs, just to make it look good. Oh, I'm gonna get so tired of this. Like, I could try and do the slabs before I do the sea lanterns, but I feel like it's just easier to do the sea lanterns in my mind. Because then I know where they go. But let me try this room without doing that. Yeah, it doesn't really make it much quicker. Okay. I could also do this, but then that just brings it too low, I think. Don't get ahead of yourself. I still got multiple things on this floor alone. You know, I found out that Clarkson's Farm has a new season, and that's something I've actually enjoyed watching. Like both me and Ned, actually. And so we've been, like, before I started stream today, I watched like 2 episodes. And the new helper that he has on his farm, she does TikTok while driving the tractor, and I just realized, like, that could actually be quite a fun thing to do, you know? If you're doing farm work and you're driving a tractor for hours and hours, right? Like, what better way to, you know, enjoy that time than streaming? I know she's not streaming, but, you know, it gave me the idea. And it made me remember that I actually used to stream, like, IRL, you know, like the just chatting kind of streams you see on Twitch. I used to stream like that on my phone on this, I used to stream on this one platform called UpLive, and it was great, you know, I was getting, like, up to, like, 800 viewers per stream, and I'm not sure how legit that is, but, like, you know, it felt good. And basically, one day I was streaming on it, like I usually did, and, you know, things were going well, had a lot of viewers, and then all of a sudden, the stream ends, so I go and investigate on my phone, because that's where I was streaming, and it turns out I had been banned. And then I didn't receive an explanation as to why I was banned, but I recently, not recently, but why did I say recently? But then, like, after that, I had a look online about what other people were saying, and apparently it could have been because I had said the word gay. You know, and, like, they completely ignored the fact that I am gay, but the second I said the word gay, that was it. You know? Like, I was gone. And I think I was joking about some character doing something that seemed a bit gay, you know? And it's not, oh, being banned for saying gay because I'm calling someone gay. It was literally just for being gay. Doing anything related to gay. And, yeah. Which is really shitty, you know? Okay, we actually, I think, finally got that done, other than the top floor. Yeah, it was just really shitty, because, like, I had a bunch of followers, I was getting, like, 800 viewers per stream, you know? Okay, that looks much better. Ooh. Slash time set midnight. Oh yeah, this hospital's gonna light the fuck up. That's very happy that I'm building a hospital. She's just dancing in the corner over there. Slash time set. What was I at? Like 8,000? Yeah, something like that. It was slash time add 1,000. I think it was that 10,000. So 3,000 for a good daytime, 10,000 for a good sunset, or 11,000. That works too. Woo.
I love it. It's so good.
Ugh. Just making sure I'm hydrated so I don't have to come here. Yeah. It's a very funky way of building. You know, you build the floor for the lobby, then you build all the hospital rooms on the first floor. Not first floor, on the front wall. But it works, you know. How many hospital rooms do we have so far? We got 3 by 4, that's 12, that's 24, plus 9 is 33. We've got 33 hospital rooms so far. So I might actually be able to have a lot of hospital rooms. Still will be small by real world standards, but it'll be functional enough. Start closing up this front. That's probably not going to have window. That's not going to have window. Maybe we do it like that. Funny enough, that actually lines up perfectly with the existing windows. Oh my god. That is a complete coincidence that those windows line up. I could do a funky little window here. Maybe. Just for a bit of flavor, really. Like a bit of fun. I don't really like it. Let's go back on that decision. For doors, right. Door. We're gonna have to go Birch again. We really need some better door types in Minecraft. This is looking really good. I'm gonna have to do a roof. What I'll do is I'll do the smooth quartz thing. Go diorite here. Because we can always add slabs on top afterwards. Oh, this is going to take a long time to add all of this. Unless I figure out a new command. But do I want to do it in a situation where I could accidentally damage everything? Let's try it. Coordinates. 18. Minus 13. 374. I'm going to save these on a quick Chrome tab. Well, I'm working on this. And then I want to go 72 minus 13. 368. As we paste this into another one. Wait, what the? What the? Wait, what the? No, I didn't mean to save a screenshot. I pressed a button and it brought up like a menu. I'm so confused. Oh my goodness. If you hold F3 and then press F4, you can just switch between game modes. That's actually insane. Right, so I'm gonna go up here. /fill. this coordinates to this coordinates. Smooth. No, wait, a smooth quartz. 1 block. Why? Oh, it didn't copy, that's why. Whoopsie. I hate when computers just don't copy. Yeah, commands! Command save the day. That is actually insane that worked. And hopefully it didn't destroy anything. Yay. Yay indeed. Let me... I want to... No, not save screenshot. I keep pressing the wrong bloody thing. Let me... I did it too high, didn't I? Or did I? No, I didn't. But I'm gonna have to... It's fine. I can do this. 3, 7, 8. Haha! Now there's a roof over this bit. Hooray! Quartz, smooth quartz slab, and sea lanterns. Now we can do this top row and be done with this job for now. Right. I'm liking how this is coming along. And again, I might add a different roof eventually. Like maybe I'll switch that to andesite, maybe. No, we'll use diorite because then it won't blend in with the gray of the helipad. Because yeah, that's gonna be gray with the yellow H, you know, like classic what's it called? Hospital. You know, like the stereotypical hospital. And probably actually real hospitals as well. I assume they have a helipad for any emergency rescues that happen, right? They have to, surely. Let's make sure I didn't miss any. Cool. We've got 6 more rooms to go. I really would like to get in here, please. There we go. We'll just do that for now. I'll destroy that afterwards, but for now it's there because actually that's probably going to be smooth quartz anyway, so I might as well continue filling that in. That one I'll do manually though. For now, let's just put these here. Just so I can get in the damn room. Yeah, I'll fill those manually. And then we'll have floors. I'm probably going to do like a stairwell somewhere. Similar to how I did the office building, if any of you have seen the inside of that. That still needs a lobby. Like, the office building, after all this time, still does not have a main lobby. I'm pretty sure. If I was building all of this manually, I would probably still be filling in the decorations of the room of the bottom floor. Like all the like banners and everything. I would still be on the bottom floor doing that probably. So structure blocks have really come in handy. So I recommend if anyone plans on making big projects like this, definitely get yourself a structure block and learn how to use it. It's so beneficial. I might eventually see if I can add any decoration in the rooms. But that might be a bit much, you know? Like if I could add some like hazard or like wash your hands posters over here, I would, but I don't think I actually have any ideas for that. Right, we can get rid of these. This can go here. It's nice and safe. And then we fill this in. And these bits might extend that way a bit, similar to the bottom floor. I'm not sure yet. We're just sort of building this as we go. More like I'm building the facade of a hospital, you know? Just build the front. It will look like a hospital from the front, and then every other angle you look, you'll see it was an illusion the whole time. Just like life. What am I on about? Who knows? Yeah, see, these aren't that bad to build, because it's just basically hold S and spam right-click. That's all you gotta do for long lines like this. You know, actually what I'm just realizing, it has been a very long time since I've built road. Like, that might be due to me having a few weeks where I just didn't stream Minecraft. But, like, you know, the road has not expanded in a long time. I think this was actually the most recent road we added, if I'm not mistaken. Alright. So here's the front of our hospital. It will be a little bit wider, and I'm quite happy with how this is. Worst case scenario, we can add more rooms.
Could I make one suggestion for your hospital?
Yeah.
Most hospitals would have, because you need to like get in and out pretty quickly, would have like more than one way into the hospital, like roadwise, and or like a way to have everyone just turn around.
Yeah,
Without
there is.
backing
I'm
out.
going to be having a entrance to the there's gonna be on this right side. I'll point for chat to see. On this right side, since I'm gonna have to add corner rooms, since you can't move diagonally through blocks, the bottom floor isn't going to have a corner room, and instead the road is gonna go under it.
Okay.
And then that's where ambulances can go, and there'll be like a parking lot.
Okay.
So you can like circle around in there.
Okay. Sorry, I just had a, you know.
Oh yeah, it's a good idea. That's why I thought of it first. Yeah, this side's gonna need corner rooms as well, but I'm just gonna have the entrance on that side.
That sounds like a really good idea. I like
Thank
it.
you. Whew. Flash time set midnight. I love how it glows. It lights up so much. Slash weather rain. Now we'll truly see how much it glows.
Whoa.
Mm.
I approve.
Hell yeah. Slash weather clear. Fire. Slash time set 11,000. Okay, I'm gonna do some testing. Gray. Should we do light gray or gray? Let's do light gray, not terracotta. Let's do light gray concrete. Yellow. Concrete. So basically, I'm gonna build a H. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What if I do this? I just need to build a simple H. That might actually be good. How reasonably small could I build a helicopter? Can I build a helicopter? We're going on an ADHD sidetrack.
Me and No Man's Sky.
Stairs. Let's use stone for now, just as a base. Slab. Not alb, slab. Stone slab. Iron bars. Oh, I hate this. So let's leave a 1, 2, 3. No, maybe. No, do it like this. Right. And then iron bar. Ooh. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. I guess that could work. It's not ideal, but... This wouldn't be made out of actual stone. I'm just trying to see if I could actually build a helicopter. And if so, how small can I build it? Damn this. If this actually ends up being a good helicopter, I am actually going to kick myself. I don't know. I just don't know how I could theoretically build a helicopter, you know? But it could end up actually being insane. Bit big, but it could be insane. That actually looks a bit better. I mean, I can walk under it, so it's a pretty big helicopter, but, you know. We make do with what we got. Ad is about to start. Damn you. Snooze. Haha, we've snoozed it, chat. Let's just get stone. There's no way I actually build this looking good, right? Holy shit, chat. It's actually looking somewhat like a bloody thing. Chat, why is this somewhat looking like a helicopter? Huh? Okay, until I do that. Okay, get the damn H out of here. I can figure out how to build a helipad after the helicopter. I'm concerned that this is looking good. Obviously, I don't want it to look that square. But, like, I can see the vision. Like, look at this, chat. This could actually be a helicopter. Well, the makings of a helicopter, anyway. It's a bit big for a helicopter. I'm trying to remedy that. Because you're meant to be sat up here, not crouched up here. Hmm. So there's the doors, I guess. Holy shit. Okay. So, I'm genuinely fucking impressed with this so far. This is a bit long. What if I do that? Ooh. Ooh. That's me experiment chat. Remove these corner pieces, maybe. Holy shit. This is coming together? Why is this looking like a helicopter? This wasn't meant to go well. This was meant to go wrong, and then I'm like, oh, well, that didn't work. No surprises there. But no, this is looking like a fucking helicopter. Huh? This isn't how it was meant to go.
Let's set a 20-minute timer.
Shit. Literally. Okay, I kind of want that like that, though. Oh, wait, maybe. No, wait. Stop. Maybe that should go like that, then. Babe, why does this actually look like a helicopter somewhat?
Pardon?
Why does this actually look like a helicopter? This isn't how it was supposed to go. I was meant to discover I can't build a helicopter and then move on with my life.
Well, you failed.
Okay, the tail is a bit tricky, actually. How do I build the tail? No, I'm gonna look up a reference image. Helicopter. Because I'm actually not sure what the shape the tail is supposed to be. Oh no, this is literally it. Like, that is it. And then it just spreads upwards a bit. That's literally it, pretty much. Yeah, and it has a side propeller sometimes, I think. Or not, I don't know. No, that doesn't look good. That also doesn't look good. That looks alright. So you know what? Hmm. No, that's a bit much. We'll go cartoon helicopter, I guess. We'll do this. It's not meant to look like an actual bloody helicopter. Well, I guess we're leaving that there. Because it looks like an actual fucking helicopter.
That looks really good.
I know, it's not how it was meant to happen. I do kind of need to, you know what? No, it's fine. You do kind of need to crouch to get in, but that's because you're not meant to be sat. You're not meant to be stood in here. Oh, right. The pilot seat's all the way back here just so that the doors can work. This just is extra seating for other people. Smells like smoke and I don't like it. Why does it look like... You know what? These are the pilot seats. And then, no, I can't really do that, can I? Because then it will do that. The inside doesn't really much look like a... Oh, wait. The inside doesn't look much like a helicopter, but the outside is very much a helicopter. You know, if I made that out of something colorful, and put it on the roof, it would definitely work. Maybe I have two helipads, one with this and one without. You know, the other one's out. But this genuinely looks like a helicopter. And that concerns me. It's a cartoony helicopter, but it's a helicopter. The fuck? Okay. What if I remove this? It's a bit better. Yeah, that's that. Never thought I would ever build a Minecraft helicopter. Like, ever. You know, it's just one of the things I didn't see happening. What happens if I just do that? Nah, it doesn't look good. Alright, let's figure out the helipad now. Right, is that H going to be big enough to contain that? You know what? I think it actually might be. But, just in case. Make it a little bit bigger. Now it can definitely... No, that's too big now. Right, and then we just simply fill this in. And then make it into a circle. This is one of those details that's really going to make it start feeling like a city. I could literally just also make it, the helipad can just be as simple as this, in all honesty. That could be the helipad, and that's big enough, you know? And then if I get, let's say, polished something. Polished andesite. To just border it. That finalizes it. As a helipad. And then I could go like iron bars maybe. Just in like these sections. And then stairs, can we have polished andesite stairs to get up to... This is an oval. Shit. What have I done? Hold on. Oh, because this is a 2-block middle. Shoot. Oh, that's gonna be annoying. I would have to make it bigger. Because otherwise it's an oval. I don't like that. My helipad can't be an oval. Grr. Oof. How do I remedy this? I'd have to make the H extra wide. But then this is just gonna seem really weird. Oh, yeah, it doesn't look good now. Then if I try making it just big, then it's a bit too big. Although this is, at least then it's, you know, at least it's the same amount of blocks in the middle. Which is honestly the important thing right now. I've got to make it into a circle. So how we do that is we simply fill in the H and put a box around it. Alright, make it square. There's a square. And then we simply just round it off on each side. It's a bit of a big helipad, but helipads are big, so it should work. There we go, big round H. There we go, and then we can do but. And but. And then we can just do this around just for some extra little detailing. Because whenever I've seen a helipad, they always have some kind of like weird iron bars on them. So yeah, there's our helipad. That works surprisingly well. Despite the fact we had to change it just to be able to, but you know, the bigger size works. This is just a small helicopter, you know. This kind of reminds me of the Thanos copter. It might not look like it, I'm not sure. It's been a while since I've seen it, but yeah. Problem is, whatever block we use for this, we're going to have to find one that has stairs and slabs. So, oh, quartz. But then it's gonna blend in with everything else. Ooh. Honestly, some kind of stone might be best, but I don't want it to all be the same stone, so like the propellers we could have as a separate thing. Like the propellers we could do out of potentially blackstone. That could work. And then, you know, do other parts out of different things. Alright. Yeah, we've got a helicopter, we've got a helipad. And we'll probably put 2 helipads on top. Because this roof is going to be very big. So we could have like 2 or 3 of these helipads, honestly. And yeah. This is going really well. Why is it going so well? I don't trust that. Oh, also, for the helipad, maybe I'll use Shroomlights, I'm not sure. But we would need some kind of like, we would need different lights on this to have it lit up. Maybe I might use like 15s if I do slash time set midnight. I could do 15s on the H. Like this. Maybe not 15s. That might glow a bit too brightly. Maybe we try 14s. This might be way more reasonable. The difference between 14 and 15 is insane. Even that might be a bit too bright. No, actually, that works. That really works. So that's going to be our helipad. Although I do kind of want to try 13s just in case, because it might look a little bit better. And then I might add like torches or something around as well, just to light up the rest of the area. The problem is with these lights, if you add loads, they can look really bright from far away. That 13s might honestly be best. Yeah, let's do 13s. And then torch. We add some like torches like around the edges. Like that. I think that's going to be our helipad. Those torches are meant to be like those little yellow flickery lights. Well, not flickery lights, but you know, the little yellow lights on like airports or helipads that you usually see that are meant to like, you know, light it up a bit. So I think this works quite well.
What?
I think this works quite well, do you?
Yeah.
That's the helipad right there.
It looks really cool.
Yeah,
I
and
like
then
it.
slash time set 11,000. And then we've got a helicopter. Somehow. I have no idea how I built this.
I'm really impressed.
Me too.
Like, that looks really good.
I didn't think I could build a helicopter. And here I am building a helicopter.
You need to think better of yourself, though.
See, this is on the bottom of the laptop. I can't put stairs up to that. That's frustrating. Actually, I could theoretically. But then that doesn't look good. But it lets me get in. Maybe I'll put some, like, clearly temporary stairs. So that's, stairs, just to signal this is supposed to be very different. We just do it out of, like, dark prismarine for now.
Nice.
Just so that I can get in. Yeah. Yeah, and then you can sit here and you drive your helicopter. Vroom, 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 vroom. If I was Stampy, I would animate something. Not animate. I would like record and overlay the footage. I've seen him do that before. I don't know why I brought that up. I just remembered it. Because I think he had like a rocket, and then he basically made his character stand still, so that he could easily cut out a section of the video and then place another video behind it. Very good editing, but you know. Yeah. A helicopter and a helipad. The helipad I can just like copy paste with the structure blocks when I need to, because then I can because if I cut and paste it with the structure blocks, I can paste 2 of them up on the roof when the roof is done. I don't think I need this anymore. What I will do though, diorite. So fantastic, thank you. I'm going to get diorite slabs. And I'm going to do this. And then red concrete. To be clear that it's a hospital.
timer.
Hmm.
I was wondering when you were going to add that.
Yeah, I got to it. Don't worry. Although, should I push it back? Maybe. No, I shouldn't. But I need to make a way to make this like little canopy thing look better. I don't know if there's a way to make it look better. It might just be it. That's fine. And then, just for funsies, let's add some 13s behind it. Just to make it clear, yes, this is hospital. And maybe we add some 11s in front. Flash. Time set midnight. There we go. Have it glowing a bit like a beacon. You'd be like, yes, this is the hospital. Let's see what it does look like without the ones behind, though. I kind of like the 13s behind it. Makes it glowy and fun. Yeah, I like it. What lights? I think it's 11s or 13s that I have. Let me go see a shop. I really should have equipped my things for this, but it's fine. Alright. For this. A 13. Okay. Let me equip this. It's only on the other side now. Yeah, look at this. And then we need to add 13s here. We might not actually need to add 13s here since there's going to be lighting. But we will see that later. Hey, look, now it's all lit up. I feel like there should be something in the middle there between the doors, but I'm not entirely sure. I don't know what to put there. I don't really think anything can fit there very well. Woo. So, yeah. This is going well. Weather, rain. This is the front of the hospital. Thank you. Why do I do that? Fuck. Me being given food is just a big problem. Because I will immediately just munch it. It doesn't matter if it's just came out of the oven. And I know it's hot and I'll continue to do it. It's not good, but, you know. Also, can I just say, look at that damn reflection. That is insane.
That's so good.
Hmm.
I'm really impressed.
Thank you. Yeah, for anyone just joining in. Hospital. Yeah, we're just gonna sit here a bit while I wait for chips to cool down and eat them. Well, I say wait for them to cool down. I mean just eat them. I love shaders. Something I find interesting, right? Watch the reflection in the water as I look down. As I look down, more and more of the lights disappear, and I just realized why. So if you look, right, if you look at the reflection right now, you can see the bottom floor and the second floor in the reflection. If I look up, you see the third floor. So only lights that are visible on my screen will be reflected, which is a very interesting way of doing things, but I guess it's easier for it to run that way. But it's kind of cool. I honestly didn't think I'd get this far in building the hospital today. I thought I was going to spend ages adding detail, or trying to fix something, or make a big mistake and have to rebuild the whole thing. But this worked. Chips are nice. I like chips. Damn, we've been going for 2 hours already. That's insane. Hasn't even felt like it. Oh, jeez. That chip was more of a damn crisp. Yeah, obviously, eventually this hospital will probably look way better. But for now, this is what we got. Honestly, I'm quite happy with it. Even though each hospital room is the exact same, I feel like that's kind of somewhat accurate to how it is. Obviously, I know they have like different rooms, but like if I was here trying to build every type of room they have, I would be here for the next year. Maybe I'll add like an operating room or something, but I'm not gonna add all the different types. These chips are really good.
They're very good.
Hmm?
Very good.
Mm. One thing I want to see real quick. How does it look from back here? Oh yeah. Look at that. That is insane. If I can get my camera under control. So you can see a car driving to the hospital. So good. You know, it's been a while since I've added a building I'm like truly proud of. Like this one I'm kind of proud of. The what's this? I am quite proud of the cinema, especially because we have the Minecraft movie. I have obviously had to put the Minecraft movie in Minecraft. This screen isn't showing anything. It's but yeah, it's all like lit up nicely, like you'd expect to see in a cinema. Obviously, when the movie's playing, it would usually be dark, and that's my tablets. Why is it so loud? Bloody hell. Can you grab this for me real quick? I'm just trying to eat my damn chips. Yeah, if anyone gets injured, this is the hospital you gotta go to, you know? Gotta go to my Minecraft hospital. Thank you. Alexa, I'm done with my reminder.
Okay, I'll stop reminding you.
Still got more chips to eat. I'm taking so long. It was more chips than I expected. Yeah, if anyone ever tells you, like, don't start a big Minecraft project, you'll never finish it. Just laugh in their face, and then proceed to build small projects that add up to one big project. It makes it so much easier. I have a slight idea about how I'm going to do the lobby, but I'm not entirely sure. I do like my idea though of like putting lights behind and in front of the health sign. And there's just enough space so that it doesn't cover the window on the upper floor, which is something I was worried about. But it actually fits really well right there. Yeah, I just got a few chips left. I hope you're all having a good day, by the way. Okie dokie. Let's get to building. Again. Slash weather clear. Slash time set 11,000. That was nope. There we go. I did 110,000. Right. Thanks. This is one of the good things about Nat being home. Not only do I get to enjoy her being home, but also she can just look after me while I'm streaming. She's amazing at doing that. Yeah, we got all these hospital rooms. We can go inside any one of them, and they're all the same. We get a bed, you know? You're gonna lay on the bed, you can sit on the bed, you know. People do their checkups, whatever. The curtain can be pushed across to the wall, all that stuff. You know, you can have, like, the friend or whatever just sleeping on the little chair. Maybe I should add some, like, doctor's offices separate to these rooms, but I kind of just think having the hospital rooms works better. But I also think we're at the point of the build where I don't really want to do much more with the build. This is why I hate my brain. You're like, wee. Okay. So, for the lobby. Stairs. Quartz, smooth quartz stairs. It's too much smooth quartz, but have regular quartz. Break it up a bit.
Oh.
Right, let's see. 3 blocks. That's probably fine. Was it 3 blocks and then, or on the 3rd block? 3 blocks and then. Okay. This might not be very good, but we'll see. Feel like that kind of works. Trapdoor. We'll go with pale oak. Yeah, that works. That wasn't meant to be there, actually. That was meant to be there. Yeah. A bit different than other places I've done, but, you know, it works. You know, you come up to here, you be like, hey, I broke my leg. And then I'll be like, okay, we'll get you seen. And yeah, obviously here'll be the waiting room. Let's get some stairs. What chairs are we gonna have? Chairs. I think maybe we stick with these. You'll see why I'm adding spaces between them in a second. This might be tough to do.
Sorry.
That's okay. Pale oak fence. And then pressure plate. Pale oak pressure plate. You know, you wait here on the chair, and then you get like the magazines in between or whatever. Like every time. Oh, that doesn't go there. Actually, you know what? These could be oak. Oak fence. Oak pressure plate. Otherwise, it's too much white. I don't know why I did these white. They don't need to be. Yeah, this actually breaks it up a little bit, so it's not all just pure white. You see, that's what's annoying me. It's not destroying things when it's meant to. And I think I might know which mod it is. But I won't know until I test it. But I'm pretty sure one of my mods uses that mod. So. Okay. Now we've got our waiting room. You know, lots of chairs. If I had like one more block of space. Correction. No, yeah. If I had one more block of space, I would add more chairs. But I don't. So you know what? We roll with it. Red carpets. You know, the first thing you want to think of when you enter a hospital is, oh damn, that's a lot of blood. Nah. Maybe we do like one big rug. Maybe we do it gray. Well, actually, I have an idea. There we go, big rug. Yeah. Just because why not, really? Oh, and that one as well. Yeah, you walk in. There's a big rug just because to make it look nice. Maybe over here we have some of these so that people can have some little leaflets to take home. Stuff like that. And then we'll add another table on each because it's looking a bit barren. Yeah, this works. I didn't mean to middle click the oak stairs. Let's try and build up these walls a bit. There we go. We turn these into archways. That way, it looks nicer. Nah. They'll just be corridors. Oh. Oops. Yeah, corridors. Maybe tall corridors. Yeah. Now I'm looking at it, this does look a little bit wide. Big, no, it's not wide. It just looks a bit big. But I guess that's how it's supposed to be, so people can go past each other. Usually you would see things in the way. Do I want it tall? Or do I want it an archway? I think we'll have it tall door. That's how we'll do it. We'll do it tall door. And yeah, that'll be good. Not everything has to be an archway, you know. And then whatever this is, there'll probably be this here. Whatever room this ends up being. Like, there could very well be a wall here, but I don't know that yet. So I'm just focusing on the now. Here we go. Now we need to add some lights. I'm not going to add... Oh, I thought of a very dangerous thought. It's not... Okay. So I was thinking about adding these sea lanterns along the hallway, but it's not thingy, so I'd have to do it like this. Am I gonna want to turn this into damn slabs? Is that what we're doing now? Just to make this like a little bit... No, I feel like that hangs too much. I can't do it another way. That's a bit, it makes the ceiling too low. I don't like it. So I may have to do sea lanterns, not sea lanterns, regular lanterns occasionally. Because I like having this tall open thing. Let me also see something. This might hang too low, but I want to test it. You might be able to tell what I'm about to try. Okay, that doesn't work. Blue, what else is there? Banners hang too low. I guess we could just try this occasionally to be like those signs you see. I'm not sure. We'll figure that out. Oh shit. Something I didn't consider. The rooms above the lobby messed with the ceiling. That wasn't there in the first place. See, that's an easy fix though. Because they still had the stone thing. I thought I got rid of that. No, I didn't, did I? That was just on the front. Okay, that looks like it's sorted. Line them up with the tables, that works. Line it up with all these. Just trying to make sure it's nicely well lit. We're definitely gonna need multiple here. Okay, well, I feel like there's a lot of work that needs to be done here. But I can't think of good places to put these lanterns. Ugh. Yeah, I feel like I'm adding too many lanterns, but like it's also dark in here at the same time. So I feel like I'm also not adding too many lanterns, you know? We'll figure out the lantern stitch later. Because I'm not sure, honestly. Oof. As long as it's lit up in here, I can at least see, you know? And ideally, we would be using sea lanterns in some way, or maybe exchange these for soul lanterns. Because in the shader packs I've looked at that do change the color of lights, the sea lanterns are much, much brighter in some cases. Like the nightclub, if anyone remembers that, right? The nightclub has this thing where in certain shader packs, because I've used soul lanterns and soul torches, the room is so damn bright. And it almost feels like the the soul lanterns are way brighter than the regular lanterns. Which I don't know if that's the case, but if it is, then ooh. So yeah. So I'm not quite sure. Oh, maybe instead of corner rooms, I could do stairs. Oh no, but then that doesn't work for this floor. Okay, because I'm gonna need to add stairs at some point. Oh wait, no. Or an elevator. I could add an elevator. I could add an elevator instead of a corner room. How about an elevator? Nah, I kind of like the idea of a corner room though. Maybe at the back we'll do the elevators. If I add corner rooms to the front, that still lets us go with the idea we first had. Let's go with a sign. Not a wine, a sign. Right. Corner rooms above entrance to parking lot plus ambulance bay. There we go. So I remember to do that next time. Yeah. Because that bit is important. It's going to add to the overall look of the thing, of the hospital, and also it's going to be functional. And then we can add elevators to the back. Because if I do another mock-up over here, we get some stone. We get some buttons. We get a... Where's my command block? Slash give gamatonic command block. So let's just say we have our elevator. Let's see, 3x3, that should be fine. We'll make it like 3x3x3, just so it's not super snug. All right. Wait. Yeah, that's right. So yeah, then we could have. Oh no, that's gonna suck. No, wait, we just do that, right? And then in a very thin wall, we have that there, that there. Slash TP at P, I think is the nearest player. Yeah. Tilde, tilde, tilde. Up by, let's see, if it's 3 blocks and then a 4th block, you want to teleport up 5 blocks. So I think, or 4 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. You want to teleport up 4 blocks. And then we just put a minus in front of that. And then sign. We do it like this. Wait, and then to that. Hold on. Like that. Oh yeah, I didn't consider that, but it'll be fine. This will work. Trust me. Oh wait, no, no, no. Okay, this doesn't work. What if? There we go. Up and down. So this teleports up. Oh. Slash. Okay, what is it then? Slash. Execute as at P. Run TP at P. Tilde, tilde, tilde. 4. Because otherwise it's teleporting you relative to the command block. Nope, it's still okay. At P. It might be run at. Yep, that's it. I'm not going to use the other one because that would teleport me downwards. But yeah, we basically just have that, and then you can just pop. Working elevator. And it's like, what, 5 by 6 by 6? Yeah, 5 by 6 by 6. It works. Because you can just, technically 5 by 5 by 7. In order to make this fit, we gotta do this. This makes it a bit long, unfortunately. But if we can find a way to make that fit, it works, you know. Obviously, this will be the front. And these corner blocks can be different. So let's do dark prismarine just to see. Because this can all be different. So that's the entrance. Like, that would be what the entrance looks like, right? You walk in through here, and then here's the thing. Wait, what? Oh, I never changed that to -4. Yeah. Obviously, that teleports us under the ground. I always press the wrong button. Yeah, spectator mode, we can just... That shortcut is actually really damn useful. Alright, so we've now got plans for the helipad, the elevator. Because that's actually quite compact, you know, for an elevator. And then you stack them on top of each other. You can also make it as big as you need. Or go up as tall as you need. So, like, obviously, this teleports you up by 4. But let's say we're in here, right? We would need to be teleported up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But you can do that, you know? As long as you build this elevator on each floor, you just teleport you up or down 5 blocks. Theoretically, you could also activate it from with outside. And then, yeah, obviously here that just drops you, but in thing, it would teleport you back to where you are, just outside the thing. Oh yeah, there's a parking lot here as well, so... This parking lot's obviously for people who are not using the hospital, but there's going to be a parking lot in the hospital for people who desperately need the hospital. Instead of you parking across the road and then having to cross the road with potentially injured people. I am so impressed by what we've done today. Like, honestly. Like, we have a design for a helicopter, a design for a helipad, a design for an elevator, and we've built the front of the hospital, which includes, I think I counted 13. No, way more than 13. It was like 33, I think it was. 33 hospital rooms. Let me quickly count. Okay, it's basically just going to be the length times the height -3. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times 4 is 37? 36 -3. Yes, 33 hospital rooms. Because hospital rooms don't need to be as big because you're not living in it, you're just sort of yeah, you're not living in a hospital room, right? I mean, you kind of do a little bit, but you're basically just staying in the bed. Yeah, I don't really know what else to do right now. Because we kind of, we've kind of got the plan for most of the hospital. I mean, we've at least got it in pieces. So yeah. All we need to do is figure out what I'm doing with the rest of the hospital. and then add these other pieces to it. I'm really interested in what I'm gonna do with the helicopter. I might go red sandstone. Let me see how red sandstone looks. It would be orange, so it'll be very clearly you know, important. Smooth sandstone. Obviously not all of it would be smooth sandstone, but like bits like this, right? Like this would all be smooth sandstone. Just trying to get a gauge for how this looks. You know, yeah, that looks like that would work. So let me just go around replacing these so we have a better idea. I feel like orange is usually rescue, isn't it? And if it's not, then I don't really care. This is my helicopter, I can do it how I want. Alright, let's keep updating this. Because now that we've got this main design, right, we can, like I said, we can build it however we want. And, you know, I can customize this whole thing. And it will make it look so much better. Like, look at this. It looks more like a helicopter already. Oh, I think an ad's starting. Screw you. No ad. I know there's still stone inside this thing, but this is just the concept, you know? And then if I do... blackstone, polished blackstone slab. Polished blackstone. I could just do it all in slabs, it'll be easy. It's not that bad. And then this would be polished blackstone. It has just occurred to me I might have made this look even more like the Thanos copter. It was not intentional. I just thought, you know, orange is usually safety, as far as I'm aware. Yeah. Dark prismarine. There's just stairs to go up to it, you know? Dark prismarine again. That makes it look more like it's a separate thing, and then, you know, you go in. And then Blackstone, just in case I need the stairs. Yes, I do. Alright, unfortunately to do that, I do need to change it underneath. But you know what, that's not the end of the world. You just do something like this. Hide it, you know? And it doesn't bulk it up that much. That works. That actually fucking works. Oh my goodness, chat, we have a helicopter. We have a genuine helicopter. Yeah, we've got a proper helicopter. With like stairs and everything. From inside. We got this. That is fine. That doesn't matter as much. Yeah. We have a helicopter with extra seats. Or you could imagine this is like a bed kind of thing, you know? Either way, it works. Yeah. That's a helicopter, alright. So now the helipad and the helicopter are the actual blocks that I would use. Yeah. Damn ads. Stop trying to play ads, Twitch, please. You know what? No, yeah, I don't think there's a way I can change that whole ad thing, which is really annoying. Yeah, like we got a actual bloody helicopter. How the hell, like, how in the world did I build a helicopter that looks like a helicopter? I know I haven't built the rear propeller. That's because that would be very hard to build without it looking like a very bad symbol. At least that small. Like, obviously, if I'm building it bigger, I could. Building it that small, no, it would look like a very bad symbol, and also wouldn't fit. But we have a helicopter. Like this is an actual helicopter, chat. Like this, it works. It's not functional, but I mean, you know, the concept, the build, it works. Anyway, I think I'm going to end stream here. I know it's a bit early. We haven't been streaming for that long. But I don't want to exhaust myself too much. You know? And yeah. So basically, one of the things I'm also thinking is that I might stop doing Minecraft streams every Friday. Because as much as I've loved building this city, right? As much as I've loved building this city, it is starting to give me some issues. And it's starting to exhaust me a bit. Because, I mean, look at everything I've built. I've been streaming Minecraft for probably over a year at this point, every week, with minimal breaks. Right? And I have made so much progress on building that up this city to the point where it is so huge, I needed to learn how to use firework rockets with the Elytra in order to traverse it in a reasonable time. You know? Which is crazy. Like that's how much I've built. And obviously there's a lot of projects that never got finished, like the zoo isn't finished, the museum isn't finished, technically that skyscraper isn't finished, the mall isn't finished, the apartment building isn't finished, the cinema isn't finished, and now I've got the hospital that isn't finished either. Okay, it's looking really good though. But like it is taking a long time to build anything, and sometimes I get stuck. Like the museum, I'm kind of stuck on that. I don't know what I'm doing with it, but I do want to finish it eventually. The zoo, I don't think I'm stuck on it. I just kind of wanted to take a break from it, which, you know, that's fair enough. It happens. I've got like 4 exhibits left and then the staff building, so it's not that much, you know, and then just finish the wall. Actually, I think it's more than those 4 exhibits. There might be 2 more I need to build, but I haven't figured out where they're going yet. Yeah, like I have learned so many building techniques while building this city. I have learned so many commands. And like I know this sounds like I'm gonna stop building the city. I'm not gonna stop building this city, but I am thinking I might want to take a little bit of a break from it because it's getting to the point where I barely feel the proudness that I once did, you know? Like I still feel proud of it, but not as proud as I did when it was first growing. Because at first it felt like the city was doubling in size every stream because I would add like 3 new buildings and then you know that the city only had like 10, you know. Um but now when the city's this big, it feels like each bit of progress I make is minuscule in comparison to what I've built, which isn't the worst thing in the world. It means I have built a lot. But at the same time, it's a little bit draining to have oh, damn it. Screw off the damn ads. Yeah, it's a little bit draining to have all of this feel like I'm not adding much more. Like, today, I've added this, which mostly was built by structure blocks, which looks like a lot, but then you look behind me and you see this. You know? Like, very much a size difference. And with commands, I can now do stuff easier. Like, if I had the fill command when I was trying to build this roof, that would have taken not even half the time. I would have done it in less than a minute. And that is insane. But also at this point, I'm getting to the point where these buildings are not as planned as they once were. Like this, I had the front planned, same way I had the front planned for that, and I haven't gone anywhere since. Yeah, anyway, the point is, it's getting exhausting. Stuff like this armor stand and the villagers in the cars are starting to, like, frustrate me just to add this bit of detail. This guy's obviously fine. But, like, if I go to, like, this guy, he's facing the wrong way. You know, and a lot of them are facing the wrong way now because I changed version and the game didn't like that. So yeah, I am going to be taking a break from Minecraft. I will still stream it though, maybe in like a couple weeks, but it won't be the every Friday stream that I've had planned up to this point. And instead, I think I might start shifting to No Man's Sky each week as like the consistent stream. As much as I really want to set it as VR chat, I just don't know if that's a viable option right now because the connection for me to play VR chat is very finicky. And I feel like the moment I mention or that I plan to stream VR chat every week, the moment I decide that, it's going to break and not let me stream it anymore. So, that leaves me with the games that I'm currently playing, which right now, the most viable option I think for me to stream weekly and not get tired of it is probably No Man's Sky. Because No Man's Sky is a game that I have spent weeks on end just playing constantly in my free time. And it's a game I enjoy. I don't get bored of it, you know? And each time I go to stream it, I get really excited for the stream, you know, and I've made more progress. Like the amount of progress I've made on No Man's Sky streams is how much progress I've made in my entirety of playing No Man's Sky. You know? Like everything I've shown off on stream is everything that I've managed to accomplish among hundreds of hours of the game, probably. And that's partially because a lot of the stuff I learned in that game does take a long time to figure out, but then once you know it, you can redo it real easy, which is why I've gotten it so quick. But now I'm excited to see where else I can go. You know, like, will I manage to get a living ship? which is something I tried doing and failed before. Stuff like that. And so I would like to stream No Man's Sky more more consistently, or like rather more frequently, I mean. Because how I usually do streams is I usually try to not stream a game 2 weeks in a row unless it's a planned weekly stream like Minecraft or VR chat. But, you know, streaming No Man's Sky every 2 weeks is just feels like forever until I get to play it again. And I could obviously play it in my free time, but the save I had for playing it in my free time is on my PS4, which I currently don't have access to. And I don't want to start up a new save just to do that, because then, you know, I'll have 2 saves where I've done a lot. I'll have, you know, the one on my PS4 and then the one on the PC, and it'll be annoying. Because then I'm like, which one do I play? So for that, I am waiting to have my PS4 back, like, properly, before I start playing No Man's Sky in my free time. So it's another good reason for me to stream it weekly. So yeah. Basically all of this is just to say Minecraft streams I'm going to be taking a break, and instead the weekly consistent stream is going to be No Man's Sky. I'm not going to be posting about this in places because there's no real need. But yeah, look forward to seeing more No Man's Sky streams, and I will come back to this city occasionally to do more building when I'm not as exhausted. I'm gonna wrap up before this damn ad starts because it's gonna frustrate me. But yeah, as usual, all my links are below the stream. You can find my Twitter, Blue Sky, and Discord where I post when I'm about to go live. The VODs channel if you want to watch how I built the rest of this city, other than what you've seen today. That's all in a neat playlist called Minecraft City Building or something like that. Yeah, I think that's it. Next week, I don't know what I'm streaming, but you can keep an eye on my Twitch schedule to know when I've decided. I'll decide between now and Wednesday. For anyone who missed it, I am trying to stream VR chat on Mondays, but like it's not a guaranteed planned stream, so you won't see it on my Twitch schedule. That's more just if it works, I will stream it. If not, there's no big deal because I haven't announced that I'm streaming it, you know? So yeah. I'm just gonna pretend I'm not streaming VR chat on Monday, just in case it doesn't work. But if, you know, always keep an eye out for it. But don't be disappointed if it's not there. So I hope you all have enjoyed. I've enjoyed building I enjoyed building this part of the hospital. It has actually turned out really well compared to what I thought. Yeah, so I hope you all have enjoyed. And I will see you all Wednesday for whatever it is I decide to stream. Bye!
Bye!